What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are taking a look at the Star Wars The Black Series Book of Boba Fett Throne Room Boba Fett. Jesus, try saying that 3 times fast. And obviously this is part of the Star Wars The Black Series Book of Boba Fett line, and this has been a highly anticipated figure for me. And when I did get him on Amazon, it did say it was going to come in December 2023, which obviously we're not there yet, so I don't know if this guy came early or they just used that date as a placeholder until they can find an actual release date for the figure. But as you can see, I slid him out of the box, popping him out of the plastic tray, and just first impressions, all visuals, he's looking really good. I like how he looks, so hopefully this is a promising figure, and let's get into it. As always, we start off with articulation, starting in the head region. He can do a full 360, look up and down, and tilt his head side to side, so he's got a good range of motion in the head area, which is always good. Getting to arm articulation, he can do full 360s, bring his arm up and down a good amount of ways. The shoulder does clash with the cloth, but nothing to where it ruins the figure, and his elbow articulation is really good. You can bring that forearm up a good amount of ways. And then when we get to the wrist articulation, it is very good. You can pretty much rotate it and bend it however you want, and that is always a good thing for posability and just holding stuff overall. Jumping into torso articulation, he can't really do a crunch, but he can rotate 360 degrees and kind of tilt side to side, but he can't really do any back and forth movements. But this is something I'm seeing throughout most Star Wars The Black Series figures, so is this even worth docking points for? I have no idea, but he can go side to side, 360, but no back and forth, unfortunately. And finally, getting into leg articulation, he can bring his legs up a good amount of way, so for some reason, if you want him to sit down, he can do so. And then bringing his legs back down, he's got really good knee articulation. The thing is that he does kind of have like this cloth effect going on with his legs. It's very baggy, and it can kind of be confusing understanding at first, because there's just times where I couldn't tell if the cloth was facing the right way or not. But once you get there, the leg articulation is really good. You can almost get him to do a full split as well, which is a really good sign for leg articulation. As you can see, him rotating the cloth there, trying to figure out if it's facing the right way or not. But like I said, once you get the face the right way, leg articulation is really good on this figure. And then feet articulation can go back and forth, tilt it side to side for dynamic poses, which is always a good thing. Getting into accessories included, starting off with his jetpack. There's 3 pegs, 3 peg holes, so you just plug that in nice and tight, and you should be all set. You can take off the top missile, and you just plug it back in just like that. And then the little thrusters on the side can rotate, so if you wanted to make it look like he's flying, you can point those thrusters in the right direction. And then next is his helmet. You just kind of pop it on, nothing too crazy or sophisticated. Even a 2-year-old can do this. One cool thing I found out about is if you do have the episode 6 deluxe figure Boba Fett, you can take the fire effects from his jetpack and put it in Throne Room Boba Fett's jetpack, which is very cool, very pog on Hasbro's end. The same principle applies for the flamethrower on the gauntlet. If you take the gauntlet off the episode 6 Boba Fett and put it on the Throne Room Boba Fett, it fits on perfectly, so I thought that was something really cool on Hasbro's end. And getting into the blasters included, starting off with Boba Fett's modified EE3 carbine blaster, and this is the iconic blaster we always see him with some modifications made, and it is looking good. He got the nice brown wooden stock, the sculpting looks good, all the lines are there, everything looks good, so I have no complaints about this whatsoever. And for the second blaster included is Boba Fett's blaster pistol, and as of right now, that is what it's called. There's no designated name for this blaster, but besides that, overall it looks fine. It doesn't excel in anything, it doesn't look bad at all. It's got a brown handle for wood imitation, and then a dark shade of gray for the rest of the blaster. The sculpt looks fine, it looks pretty accurate, no problems, at least as far as I'm concerned. So overall, just another good job on Hasbro's end. And yeah, that is everything included in this figure. Now this is the part of the video where I give my thoughts on the figure, pros and cons, stuff like that. But this time I don't really feel like making a pros and cons list, because there's really not that much to discuss of when it comes to pros or cons. There's only one con that I really have, and when it comes to the pros, there's not really that much either. This figure does what it's supposed to do. It comes what it's supposed to come with. This figure just does the job well, and I'm very happy about that. It doesn't really excel in anything, just a well painted, well sculpted figure with all of the accessories that this figure should be coming with. Where I do have an issue with this figure is actually in its price. This figure is labeled as a deluxe figure, despite it coming with less stuff than the deluxe Boba Fett from episode 6 did. That figure came with fire effects, it came with a second blaster that's like sliced in half, and I even think it came with a grappling hook, where this figure, just like I said, comes with everything that he's supposed to come with: his helmet, jetpack, and blasters. No fire effects, no props, nothing. Yet it is labeled at the same price, so I don't know why Hasbro even charged the deluxe fee for this figure. I understand it uses the same sculpt, jetpack, and gauntlets, and the helmet as well, but like after that, this is kind of a new mold. It's not using a deluxe figure mold, it uses some things from that figure. I don't know if that's how they justified the price, but I just don't understand why this figure is priced at a deluxe rate when this figure is pretty much a standard Black Series figure. But that's how I feel. I don't know. You can more than welcome to put your input in the comments, because I'm very interested to see how people feel about this price range, despite how much comes in this figure, or how little actually comes with this figure for a deluxe figure. But anyways, yeah. And one more thing I do kind of want to throw in before I change the topic is, why didn't they just add in the fire effects? It's not like you had to change the color or anything, or change how they look. You could just literally thrown them in, like, and I think that would have been just fine to justify the deluxe price. You didn't have to do the grappling hook or the second blaster. If you just added the fire effects, I feel like that would have been totally fine to then mark it up to a deluxe price. So besides like the whole pricing issue, I think that this is a very solid figure. I'm very happy with how this figure came out. I think the paint job looks really good. I think the sculpting looks really good. I think, you know, just everything about this figure besides the pricing is very good, and I'm very happy with how it came out. So I think Hasbro did a really good job at putting out this figure. And one other thing I kind of do want to address, and it doesn't really have to do with the figure personally, but more the content on my channel and just like, you know, these kind of videos, is I'm probably gonna do size comparisons less often now, because, you know, everyone knows that Star Wars The Black Series figures are 6 inches tall. I'm probably gonna save size comparisons videos for more unique and just different figures or lines of toys, rather than doing it for something where we all know the height, so why compare it to other things. So this video I will not be doing a size comparison, because we all know that this figure is 6 inches tall. So yeah, no size comparison for this video. And with all that said, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. I was really happy to get this figure when I did. And if you do think that this is a good video and you like it and you want to see more of my content, like and subscribe. It really helps out. I'm not going to make you comment, because that's a lot of effort, and we both know that bell is broken, so don't even worry about it. And check out some more of my other reviews on the channel. I try to do a little bit of Halo, a little bit of Aliens, a little bit of model kit stuff as well, if you're interested in that. Right now I've been doing a lot of Star Wars stuff, because that's all what I've been getting in recently. So I know for a fact my next video is going to be Aliens related. We're going to finish off the arcade trio with the arachnid alien, so watch out for that, and I'll see you all in another video.